Our next guest is Miss Grace Chua. Hi Grace, welcome.
Hi Grace, welcome.
Hi Henry, hi Alexis.
So Grace, how long have you been in this industry?
It's 3.5 years since September 2017 I registered here.
I see.
Yeah,
okay.
but I really started around 2018.
18, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you enter this industry?
Actually, I was a businesswoman and I sold my business. So meanwhile, while I was selling, I was thinking what I should do because I can't just sit and do nothing. So I decided two things. I took up ACTA to coach because I'm in sales, right? So I could easily coach sales.
I see.
And the other thing that was RES, real estate, because I really like real estate property since a long time. Yeah, except that because I was in my business, I never like stepped up to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand. So what made you choose real estate compared to other industry or line actually? Why real estate?
Okay, as a business person, right, I compare the pros and cons. Because in business, you have to put in a lot of capital to generate certain returns, right? But in real estate, it's different. It's other people's capital investment. So basically, you provide service.
All right.
Yeah. So when I was in business, I always thought service was a better industry than selling products because there's no capital investment needed. Yeah, because it can be quite a large sum. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So what is the things about real estate that attracted you to join?
Basically, I love real estate. I've seen it like from young how houses were so cheap and then started to grow and how my parents missed opportunities and or my siblings missed opportunities in the past or not really missed. Maybe they bought and how they multiplied.
I see.
So that got me really keen on properties. At the same time, I also love houses, as in like decoration, etc., etc. And I like to kepo into people's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you are just a real estate person, lah.
Yeah, basically I'm a real estate person, exactly. And yeah, I love properties. That's it.
Okay, this is very interesting. You love what you're doing, right? Alright. This is really love from the core, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
How would you describe your 3.5 years in this industry? Is there a word that you will use to, describe it?
I can't say it's very difficult because if you are a salesperson, right, whether you sell coal is in COAL, or you sell properties, or you sell handbags, you sell something. Basically, you just need, for myself, right, you just need to relearn the product. The soft skills is transferred.
Okay.
So your question was, I find it enjoyable because it's something new and I always like to learn.
I see.
Number two is it can be difficult, so I usually have to like go back to the books and look and refer important points. It can be challenging is because basically you are serving people and no two persons are the same.
I see.
Yeah, but it's just how you manage people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to that again, I mean, you can see that you're actually quite a detailed person. You like to read and make sure that you provide right information to your client.
Yes.
So what happens if a client is really someone that's very demanding? How would that make you feel actually? Or how would you approach such kind of a buyer or client?
Usually I approach with a smile.
Okay.
But I internalize things and I don't say it. But they don't know what I think, right?
Yeah.
So I approach with a smile because it softens the impact of a demanding client. No choice, you really have to, because they're your client. I always say that clients are king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is their property or it is their purchase. And it is their big money that's going to come out or they're going to sell it. So it is important that you treat every client with due respect and understand their situation. Yeah.
Okay. So how would you rate now as you, assuming that 3 years have passed already, right? How do you see that your real estate progress so far? Do you find it satisfactory or below par, or you are looking to much more achievement than what you have done so far?
I think it's not too bad. it's not too bad for 3.5 years performance. However, I think I could do better. I think basically now I'm restricted to being only one person. So I do not take all orders.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm selective, which I call it order lah, that I take up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're selective in your client selection per se, correct?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Okay. So in this line, right, you know that clients are everywhere. So if you are selective, means that you have enough. So like Grace, I think she obviously should have enough to select. Some of us might not have the luxury to select.
No. I don't mean that way. In all due respect, I don't mean that way.
Yeah.
What I meant is like because I'm only a sole person, but many of them have got teams because they recruited. So you have your kakias to help you, say, hey, you go, and then you go here or you go there. But for myself, right, if I really want to take up those opportunities, I'm only one person. I only have 24 hours like everybody else.
True.
So if I cannot serve a person full-heartedly, right, that means I'm lacking somewhere.
Okay.
So in that case, like for example, like between X rental and X rental, which one do I want to take up?
Understand.
Like some people, I do have like example lah. I give you a recent example like rental for industrial. So I did rental for my client, and then they need to find something else, and that something else, there's no way I can co-broke because it's so little. So I'll just tell the co-broke, never mind, you just do yourself lah. No need co-broke, you just serve them well and that's it, because I already earned this side already.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you looking for a protege now?
A protege as in somebody to recruit?
Yeah, somebody to assist you, to help you?
I don't have that kind of I think standard yet to recruit a protege as in PA, you mean? Do you mean PA or do you mean recruiting salespeople?
Salespeople.
Oh yes, salespeople I am.
Right.
I am. Yeah, actually I'm actively encouraging people who are probably not too happy with their jobs, but I know that they are able to do sales.
Okay.
And or like those who are educated but staying at home doing nothing.
Okay.
So I'm encouraging those people to like, hey, why not you come out and take the RES exam? If not for anything, even if you don't join the industry, you are cleverer. You know more about URA, SLA, BCA, and everything else about Singapore.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of I would say attribute or characteristic the person you're looking at? You want to give some example, like
I think
must be a certain maybe A level university or certain.
No, not at all. I think number one, they have to have a good attitude.
Understand.
And the other thing is they must have a little bit of sales skill in the sense that cannot like show black face, that kind of thing, yeah, smiley attitude, yeah.
Yes.
Experience is not necessary because it can be learned.
Understand.
Yeah, product also can be learned. So it boils down to attitude.
Attitude, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think through my years of experience in guiding new agent, some can be very demanding, some can be also very unreasonable.
Yeah.
So, will you consider me?
And so into your business, what inspires you or what motivates you to go through like the 3.5 years and keep going and wanting to grow and everything?
Oh, okay.
The experiences that I've learned for about 20 years of my business life, never count failure as failure. Because it goes, business goes up and down. And every aspect, there's something good about it. You learn something. Yeah. So basically, like I always look at past experiences. Actually, God is my guide. If you ask me, God is my guide. Usually, I pray very hard before I get into something serious or get out from something serious. So when I wanted to sell my business, I prayed very, very hard. Yeah, and then said, where is my next direction? I don't know I'm being preachy or not, but this is a true story. So basically, I was thinking, what have you got in your hand? What have you got in your hand? For me, it's sales. I'm a salesperson, so I can. My desire in the beginning was to teach someone to fish, and not give the fish, because there's a lot of difference. You teach them to fish, they'll go further. You just give them the fish, they'll eat and forget. So the thing is that's the reason why I wanted to take ACTA to teach somebody to do sales. Let's say for example they say they have no money, okay, go and teach you how to do sales, you go out and be a sales promoter or whatever and earn a decent living. So the next was what I aspire and I'm passionate about, and that was real estate. So at real estate, it was also the same thing. I've got sales. I can do sales. So what inspired me to go on was like in businesses, you have the good times, the bad times. I refuse to take a fall as the end. I always take it as a beginning to the next level.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So let's say for example in my experience in real estate, I may be trying so hard to sell. I give a very good example.
Yeah, sure.
I was trying very hard to sell this Kovan residences. So I had not exclusive, but there were maybe 2 of us or 3 of us selling it, and I was really working very hard. Every other week I had not week days I have appointment, but unfortunately I wasn't the one to close it.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, it wasn't sad. I was said okay, you know, because I always felt the market is so huge. Everybody has a pie. Never mind if you do not get it, somebody get it. Maybe they may need that kind of money. So that's the attitude that I have. And the thing is that from that kind of failure, it wasn't a failure because I didn't close it, right?
Yeah.
Guess what happened? I sold 2 other condos.
Wow.
Same person or different person?
It's the people who came in,
Oh,
and I served them and I
okay.
referred them. For one couple came in and I said, okay, have you sold your property? Not yet. Okay, so I got to sell theirs within 2 weeks or less than a month. I sold it, and that was River Isle. Then the next one was they asked me, right? They wanted something that's near their children's school. They tell me all their needs, etc. And I found them at Marymount. Actually, it was like a comparison between Jadescape. So I gave them a total analysis. Like if you bought this Marymount
Yeah.
and you bought this Jadescape,
Yeah.
etc.,
Okay.
just figure comparison,
Yeah.
real life comparison, and how much it would appreciate, or how much, etc.
Correct.
And they bought it.
Oh.
So from this, I called like failure. If you consider it failure, right, then you'll be so down you don't want to sell anymore, and that's it, stop. But no, you you can always approach the other clients that come in, like ask them what their needs are and go forth. Then from there, they start referring me to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, interesting. I think in real estate, I think what raised is a very interesting, I would say, phenomenon in real estate, that you will fall, you'll fail more than you succeed. Right, Chris? Right, so you don't have to concern about, okay, I must win every time. I'm afraid it's not real estate. All right, you have to basically able, like Grace, right, to recover, all right, quickly, and even come to the point that you might even throw yourself to the wall, but you pick up the next segment.
Yeah.
Right, Grace?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so there's a wonderful sharing, Grace. Appreciate that. You have a question for Grace? Alexa?
Yes, regarding the COVID, okay. So, what have you learned from this circuit breaker and all the challenges? And actually, what will you do differently now than in the past?
Okay, first I must explain. When I came in, so it was only about 3.5 years, right?
Yes.
So there was a very short span before COVID came.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Okay.
So that first span was okay, quite easy. You know, whatever appointments you make, you can get, and you can go anytime, anywhere, anytime, etc. Then when COVID came, then you really got to monitor who comes in, take their temperature, how many comes in, how many goes out, etc., and it got stricter and stricter. But no choice. You have to do it. So what helped me during the COVID was that period of time when we cannot do anything, right? I find Zoom a bit difficult. I tried. Not that I didn't try. I did try because I got to have what? Google Earth, Google, etc. But however, right, during that period of time, there was maybe like 9 months, 8 months.
9 months.
9 months. The early 6 months, right? Okay, 2018, I attended, I think it was Lester's, some of the topics he did on YouTube. So, but what I used it for was for cooking.
I saw the video.
Yeah, I did like a whole series of cooking, like 30 to 40 cooking like every day. I didn't show myself because I didn't want to bother about me. I wanted to teach women at home that they can still cook at home for their family, despite the COVID. Just make yourself useful and happy rather than, stay at home and be grumpy. So I teach them how to cook, or whatever that comes from the fridge, use it to cook. So what helped me from these YouTube practices is, at the end of it, I know how to develop my own property videos.
Wow.
Not fantastic like Harry and him. But can do. Can do type. Maybe you can do some of it. Then I learned to insert words. I learned to dub over, use voices.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
So through that period, right? So what I'm saying is that sometimes other things that you like to do, just do it, because it can relate to what you can do for your properties as well. Like doing the YouTube cooking. It was I was very happy. Every morning today, what shall I cook?
Not making money,
No, it's not making money at all. It was just for pleasure, for others' pleasure. But it helped me in then on how to do my own YouTube fast. Because the moment I get a house, I'll just video or take pictures, then I'll connect, stitch it up, put voices, put words, and then forward to my client.
Wow,
that's what I do.
I think I should catch some of your video then.
Yes.
Alright, good. Very good. Another question for Grace.
So when physical viewing was finally allowed, were you excited, or you're like, I'm happy doing my YouTube videos?
Oh no, I was happy because it's time to go out and really go make some money. Because there was no income for that whole period. So I'm happy.
And so how did you actually arrange for your first viewing after that? And then also how was it conducted? How was it different from the past?
The first viewing.
My first viewing,
Yes.
I think it was let me try to recall.
Among the first, I'm only the first.
Okay, so that one was that Kobai residence first viewing.
Okay.
There were many viewers. Suddenly everybody wants to view whatever properties there is. You advertise and put it properly, and the price is right. We really have a lot of viewers.
That was CB2, right?
Yes.
So got a lot of restriction at that time.
Yes. Restriction, no, not as bad as now. Then it was like no 8 packs at one time in the property.
Okay.
But now it's no 8 packs the whole day.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's going to be 5.
Yeah, now it's going to be 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
That time, how do you handle it? Just thinking.
Just handle to your best.
Now there's some changes again, because the time before COVID, you just open the door and close the door. Now you have to do a lot of other things before you show, right? How to qualify? Because you're so limited in time.
Yeah.
You qualify, make sure that they are genuine buyer before you get it down.
Oh yes. I will ask them first. The very first important question now, right? I got smarter along the way.
Okay.
Is have you sold your first property? Have you sold your current property?
I see.
Yeah. And then if they get angry, they say, some of them will answer just straight away answer. Some get upset, like, why are you asking me this question? So I would have to, usually it's done by WhatsApp, like because there's ABSD involved. So let's say if I realize that if let's say they say, I don't need to sell, okay, fine, see. But let's say they say, I need to sell, it's in the process, then I want to cut them off.
I see. So I'm right to say that you actually give them a little test in some way to qualify them, so they don't waste your time going down and they see it cannot buy now.
Yes, correct. On a lot of like window shoppers that time. Yeah, I mean you just get smarter with time lah. Maybe in the beginning stage you like desperate, you want everybody to come and see, hoping that something will happen, but it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking all about, like, do you have one buyer that you felt after showing you say totally waste of time? Did you have such buyer in your mind that you knew that?
No, to me every buyer is precious.
Awesome.
Yeah, every buyer is precious.
Wonderful.
Okay, in terms of satisfaction, right, compared to before COVID and now, do you think you perform better or worse? And if better, why?
This kind of better thing is very easy to see lah. You see what is your sales, right? Your sales, So definitely it's better.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, definitely it's better. Why?
A lot of agents are saying that it's very tough, making money, making less money. Alright, so you're one of them that actually mentioned how you're even better for COVID. So do you attribute something that because the market helped you, or you felt that certain things that you have done that just happened to be able to bring in the income? You want to share something like that?
Okay, there are two aspects. Number one, the market somehow saw a lot of people come and are interested to buy, to sell, to upgrade, to downsize, right size, many rentals. Number two is that let me think. I think basically it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I may have missed your question. Could you ask me the question?
That's okay. Everybody can get
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Yeah.
It's okay. I think you mostly answered the question, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we talk about something else? Like, okay, you're saying that some people upgrade, some people downgrade, and market can be viewed differently by different agents probably. So let's say an agent is facing difficulty and say that, oh, we're going to give up. What would you say to the agent?
Don't give up. If you give up on something like this kind of service property that's pretty lucrative, I don't know where you're going to find another kind of business. If you want to go into business, if you have a set mentality that cannot, right? And then you say, oh, okay, I don't know what else to do, I want to do business. Oh, business is a whole lot more difficult than this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're telling the means that those that need doing today that
Yeah.
seriously don't give up now.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Because there's a lot of aspects you can cover. So much. Let's say, for example, if my listings run down, you just go down to developers' listings, rentals. There's always something to do. If you look for it, you will find it. There is always something to do. Like, for example, I rent out listings. What do I do now? Oh, actually, rental is very lucrative now. Not lucrative, but vibrant.
I see.
Rental is very vibrant. And that's because all these foreigners want to come in,
Yeah.
and they come in. And the other set of foreigners is because they have to downsize. Like I've met them from GCB, they have to do a semi-D or a bungalow. They cannot. So there's a lot of movements. And in business or like stock market, as long as there's movements, you are not dead. Your dead is when everything is up in a straight level, there's nothing to do. Everything is down in a straight level, there's nothing. But now everything is just very volatile. When things are volatile, there's something to do. So don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give up.
Okay, this question is going to be basically out of the box, right? If somebody going to tell you that, hey Grace, you do well because you're lucky, you're fortunate, how would you reply to that question?
I would say that it's God's blessings.
Okay.
Because things don't just happen. Okay, we have what's important is you need to have a network. Network can be anything. It can be from low, it can be from the top. It doesn't matter. Because they are different categories of housing. Right? Next one is always do your best. I can't say hard work because everybody will say hard work. But hard work is relative. Okay? But individual best is important. So whatever comes along your way, do your best. Then you will have a referral. From one, it will lead. Always starts from one, it will lead to the next. You don't have to worry.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. So I felt that what Grace is telling you that luck and also is important. It's something that for you is good. More important from her is that what she mentioned, the blessing from God, and also she said network. Creating a good network is very important to succeed in real estate.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have a walking client per se, like you don't have a walking client, very seldom.
Yeah.
It's creating a network that create value, and that's where your income comes from. Is it correct, Grace? Please?
Yes, correct. And one thing is very important. I realize that property agents and insurance agents are sometimes shy to say what they do.
Oh,
I don't understand why.
I see. Okay.
The method is that to tell people that what you're doing, then you're credible.
Oh, I see.
It's not boasting. You say, oh, I sold this piece of land or etc. Say without boasting, but at least they know what you are capable of doing. Then they will refer you should there be an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then when you create your network, right, you don't look at the sky only. Don't look at the bottom. There's always opportunity at the bottom to the top.
I see.
Small industrial, big industrial. Small houses, big houses. It's all about network. So once you start one, it will just lead to another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give. I can tell all the agents, just don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the keyword for Grace to all of you that is means that thinking of changing, go to driving Grab, right? I think her advice is not to give up. Alright, and to start building up and then again, looking at things to do. Alright, you're not no listing, work on it. Alright.
Yeah.
Get doing. I mean, it's going to be tough, right, Grace?
Yeah.
Okay, next question that Alexa want to have for you.
Yes, Grace, in your area of focus, what do you think the market direction will be for the rest of 2021?
Frankly, I think my guess is as good as yours. Area of focus. Are you talking about the direction of 2021?
Correct.
Not my direction, but what I think of the future direction.
Market direction.
Okay, Singapore has already showed that it's doing very well how it handled COVID. So the world has seen Singapore as a first class in the sense of handling, and it's a safe haven, safe place. Investments here are not wishy-washy. You know exactly what the direction the government gives. It doesn't for 1 minute change this way and that way. So therefore what I see is that there'll be a lot of foreign investors. Also not just investors for residential housing but also commercial. As in they will put their, like Dyson and everybody else, they will put their companies here. So with this kind of people coming in, there'll be lots of people coming in as well. So there'll be rental, there'll be sales of houses. There's no fear. I think that's the direction that the next 2021 will go. Yeah, I mean that's how I see it.
Well, it's good. I think it's very positive.
Yes, very
Yes.
positive.
I mean the analysts and all, even Orange Tea, Christine Sun also forecast on that. So I think we're all in the same platform,
page,
same page.
Very
Yeah,
optimistic.
very optimistic about that. Okay, thank you, Grace.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, wonderful sharing. We learned a lot from you.